What if I told you that ranking on the first page of Google might not be as important as you thought? Well, buckle up, because today we're talking AI overviews. They're those AI-powered summaries popping up at the top of search results, and trust me, they're a big deal. We're not just talking about theory here either. We've got Kevin Indig's latest research analyzing over 500,000 of these AI overviews. And let me tell you, the insights are eye-opening to say the least. These results could spell trouble for some of the biggest names in search, and this has huge implications for anyone with a website or a blog. Welcome to another edition of Authority Hacker News. I'm Mark Webster, co-founder of Authority Hacker and strategic advisor at Marketing Pros. Today's video is brought to you by Search Intelligence. More on them later though. For now, let's dive into this game-changing AI overview study and what it means for your SEO strategy. SEO expert Kevin Indig has just dropped the largest analysis of Google's AI overviews yet. We're talking over 546,000 spreadsheet rows with more than 44 gigabytes of data. If you're unfamiliar with AI overviews, here's how they work. You type in a question, and right there at the top of the results, Google gives you a concise AI-generated answer without you needing to click on a single link to another website. And guess who's the real winner here? Google. By keeping you on their platform, they're basically turning you into an ad reading machine. More eyeballs on ads means more cash in Google's pockets. It's like they built a digital casino where the house always wins. So why should you care? Well, Indig's research shows that if Google cites you in these AI overviews, your traffic actually drops. Talk about a plot twist there. It's the complete opposite of featured snippets, where being featured was like winning the SEO lottery. With AI overviews, Google's essentially saying, thanks for the content, now watch us keep all of your traffic. And folks, this is just the beginning of the AI overview saga. After launching in May to much fanfare and immediately being heavily criticized for making up answers, Google scaled back on AI overviews. But after fixing most of the embarrassing mistakes, the search giant is slowly rolling them out to more search queries again. By the end of this year, they plan to roll them out to billions of users. Let's dive into the first big question from Indig's new study. Who's getting the most love from overviews compared to traditional Google search? Any guesses? Well, I'll tell you. After a quick word from today's sponsor, Search Intelligence. They've done it again with an ingenious PR link building campaign that landed over 30 links in major publications. Here's how they did it. They tapped into the nostalgia of gamers everywhere by investigating which older console games had the highest trade-in value. And using data from popular trading site CEX, they compiled a top 10 list of the most expensive video games from previous generations. And with this intriguing information in hand, they crafted a compelling press release detailing their findings. The team then distributed it to a carefully curated list of national and regional journalists here in the UK, as well as those specializing in gaming coverage. And the results, well, their story caught fire, with dozens of high-quality online publications picking it up and linking back to the client. We're talking about heavy hitters here like MSN with a domain rating of 92, Express at DR89, and Scotsman at DR85. So if you're ready to level up your link building campaign with a creative digital PR campaign, then visit search-intelligence.co.uk. All right, let's dive into the heavy hitters in these AI overviews. We're talking YouTube, Wikipedia, LinkedIn, NIH, Google's own support pages. Shocker, right? Healthline, WebMD, Microsoft support. Oh, okay, I didn't see that one coming. And Mayo Clinic. Pretty much the who's who of internet authority. Now, flip over to the classic results, and the lineup's pretty similar. Google's on top, followed by YouTube, Wikipedia, LinkedIn. You get the picture. But here's where it gets spicy. Reddit and Quora are crushing it in regular search, but they're nowhere to be found in AI overviews. So what's the deal? Google's clearly got a thing for high authority sites across the board, but there's a twist. Factual, support-heavy sites are getting a boost in overviews. Meanwhile, Reddit, the darling of traditional search, is getting the cold shoulder from Google. It's like Google saying, facts only please, but only when it's coming to AI-powered overviews. It seems like overviews are prioritizing different signals from search, maybe focusing on sources it deems more trustworthy or authoritative for certain information. Classic search, on the other hand, still values user-generated and community-driven content, even if the content can be sometimes questionable. It seems like Google is really doubling down on high-quality factual sources for overviews. And after the mess that was the initial overview rollout, where people were told to eat rocks and stare into the sun, can you blame them? And if you want to be in a prime position to optimize for AI overviews and reach these billions of users, then make sure to subscribe to our channel, where we share the most important news and analysis from search every single week. Up next, we dive into arguably the biggest finding from Indig's study. What is the relationship between organic ranking position and AI overview visibility. So far, people have assumed that to get cited in these AI overviews, you need to rank in the top search results. This is how featured snippets worked for years, but it doesn't seem to always be the case with AI overviews. Only 12.1% of URLs in the top 20 search results also show up in overview citations, and a whopping 59.6% of overview citations come from URLs that are not even in the top 20 search results. This could mark a shift from traditional SEO strategies that focus on getting to the first page of the results. AI overviews seem to be looking for the best answers to the query, regardless of where it lives on the search results page. So a piece of content's relevance to a query, or having unique information that helps the overview build its answer, might be more important than traditional search ranking factors. When Google first rolled out AI overviews, they were aiming for more diversity in their citations compared to traditional search rankings, and they've definitely achieved that. In regular search results, URLs rank for 15.7 keywords on average, whether they're in the top 10 or not. But in overview citations, it's almost exactly half at 8.7 keywords. This means a larger number of sites can potentially get clicks from overviews. But don't start celebrating just yet. The diversity is offset by fewer URLs being cited in overviews overall. And of course, fewer outgoing clicks due to more in-depth AI answers. Indig found 9.2 million unique URLs in the top 20 search results, but only 2.7 million in overview citations. And only 1.1 million URLs were in both the top 20 search results and overview citations. So even though overviews are more diverse and pull from way beyond the first page of Google, they're still showing fewer URLs than the search results. And they're more selective, potentially making it harder for sites to get visibility. Overall, Indig found a weak correlation between search ranking and overview citations, minus 0.19 in total and minus 0.21 for top 3 search results. Ranking higher in search results does increase your chances of being visible in overviews, but it's definitely not the only factor at play here. Now, you're probably wondering, if Google's supposed to show the most relevant results in its search engine, why are AI overviews pushing different content? Well, here's our take on this. AI overviews are meant to act like an AI chatbot, giving a custom answer tailored to exactly what you typed in. This means that while search rankings are often grouped by query, overviews need to feel personalized. It's like they're digging for those hidden gems that might not have the SEO juice to rank high organically, but still have the goods you're looking for. That's their secret sauce, folks. This is a delicate balancing act for Google. By drawing info from smaller sites, they often invite spam to the party. This has gotten much better since the initial rollout, but we'd expect a few more hurdles along the way. In our last video, we promised to keep you updated on Google's ongoing antitrust trial, so here's the latest scoop. Google's just made a strategic move to avoid a jury trial. They've handed over a cashier's check for $2.29 million to the Department of Justice, covering damages for one of the 5 charges against them. Let's put that into perspective. Alphabet, Google's parent company, is worth $1.9 trillion. So this payout is pocket change for them. The Justice Department has been focusing on Google's use of Unified Pricing Rules, or UPR. What's that, you ask? Well, UPR simplifies ad pricing by removing variable pricing floors within Google's ad server. Sounds technical, but here's why it matters. Critics argue that this gives Google too much control over pricing and ad decisions, limiting options for advertisers. Google's not turning a blind eye to these concerns though. They've made some concessions, like allowing lower floor prices for specific partners and setting different floor prices for various ad formats. But we'll have to see if that's enough. Google's biggest win here isn't about the money. It's about dodging the jury trial. Juries can be unpredictable, and let's face it, they might not be too sympathetic to a trillion-dollar tech giant, especially given the current sentiment against big tech. So what's the takeaway? Google's playing it smart, paying a small price now to potentially avoid a much bigger headache further down the road. This antitrust battle is far from over though, and we'll keep you posted with any new developments. Perplexity, the popular AI search engine, which I'm now using more and more of every day, is shaking things up by announcing it's launching ads this year. But don't expect marketers to jump on board just yet. With only 15 million active users compared to Google's 3.24 billion, Perplexity's got an uphill battle. They're claiming their educated, niche, and discerning audience will attract advertisers. So what's our take? Well, what Perplexity is doing, and to an extent what AI overviews in Google do, is give much richer targeting data for ads. Perplexity's hoping for an ad targeting revolution similar to what we saw when Facebook used its social network data to launch ads for the first time. Speaking of Google, they're bringing back a blast from the past with Wayback Machine integration. This is a handy free tool that lets you go back in time and see what any page on any website used to look like on almost any date in history. Just click those 3 dots by a search result, hit about the result, then more about this page, and you've got yourself a time machine. Poor Wayback Machine though, they were already struggling with very slow load times and server cost issues, and now Google's sending all its cache traffic their way. Let's hope that they can add a few more hamsters to keep those servers ticking along. But Google's not done yet. They're ramping up personalization in Google Discover by tapping into your search history. Ah yes, using search history to serve you content. What could possibly go wrong here? It's not a full rollout yet, but when it launches, you'll see new cards above your Discover feed related to recent searches, so be careful. This could be a game changer for content creators though. Imagine searching for paintball rules and landing on a big official site, then later seeing a paintball blog pop up in your Discover feed. It's like a YouTube recommendation engine for articles, and it's definitely a trend worth watching. It's time now for our debate of the week, and we want to hear from you. Do you think AI overviews will continue to surface smaller sites that don't necessarily rank well in organic search? Or will it inevitably skew towards the same big players who already dominate organic search? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love a good debate, and your insights might shape our future coverage. Now, before we go, we've got a little gift for you. We put together some killer free resources for our subscribers. Whether you're looking for a list of high-paying affiliate programs or some secret tools to boost your business, we've got you covered. You'll find the link in the comments and the description below. One quick heads up, we're taking a short break next week, so there won't be a news video. But don't worry, we'll be back the week after that, so make sure you're subscribed and ring that bell so you don't miss our next video. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, you're gonna love this video right here, so go check it out.